The Knicks at 41-26 in the West, 38-25 games from the play-in.
Your life in the West just feels precarious regardless of where you sit.
Doncic with a no-look pass. Reeves three in and out, but a foul called, and it will be free.
Part of why their defense is better. So yes, you commit a foul. Has been a marked improvement for the New York Knicks.
Reeves misses the third after making the first two. You mentioned the Knicks defense of late. They are 16-5 in the last 21 games and have the #1 defense in the NBA during that stretch. Here's Towns defended by Ayton, who is back after missing Friday night's game. Brunson on the pull-up, can't knock it down, and rebounded by Doncic. He's third in assists, #1 in scoring, averages 8 rebounds per game. Doncic is the #1 first quarter scorer in the league. So he misses here on that three-point attempt, but gets it back after Ayton got the offensive rebound. Reeves knocks down that one. He's got all 5.
And they need an aggressive Austin Reeves.
Josh Hart through the lane, and his mid-range shot off target. Rebound Marcus Smart. Reeves averaging a career-high 24 points per game. Step back three, short. And Towns, the #2 rebounder in the league, got the board. Nice job by Reeves deflecting the outlet pass as both. Got Doncic on Towns. Towns lost the ball as he tried to drive. The Lakers have 19 games left as the three won't go for Bridges. Batted out to Towns. He'll try it. And the Knicks struggling early on here, 0 for 4 and 0 for 2 from three-point range.
And that's an area in the first meeting that the Knicks won. They buried the Lakers from 3. Very proficient from the corner 3. So a tough start there.
Reeves trying to break down Brunson, goes behind the back. Can't hit the mid-range jumper though. Hart crashing into Hachimura, swatted away by Ayton. That's the kind of effort they. Here's Brunson coming off a Towns screen. His 3 is off target. The last couple games, even though the assists have been there, the shooting is not for Brunson. Anunoby coming off a 34-point game. Ayton with the block. Hart though cleans it up inside. Ayton very active, but they give up a second chance bucket.
I mean, think about that. If you're going to get 30 minutes of that level of energy and attention from DeAndre Ayton, your ceiling rises.
Doncic short. Towns rebounds. Outlet Brunson. Lakers get back as Brunson is leveled by Smart. Was the #3 pick that year. The 33rd pick that year has the ball right now. Jalen Brunson. Towns attacking, gives it up to Hart, and Hart gets it to fall over Doncic. Hart with all 4 for New York. Reeves has all 5 Laker points. 3 minutes gone by. Step back. Doncic fires off the mark. Doncic 0 for 3 from the field to start the game. Brunson's 0 for 2. Towns 0 for 2. He drives here. Wild shot. Lakers looking to push. And Doncic waiting for Ayton to come set a screen as he crosses half court. Doncic bump. And the basket no good, but he will shoot. Trying to win his 2nd scoring title in 3 years.
Make sure you're on point with the defense. And then his minutes will rise. Like, he's such an X factor. And that's exactly what Austin Reeves called him. Our X factor, depending on the commitment he makes nightly.
Here he is defending Towns. Done a nice job so far on Cat, who has not scored. Neither is Brunson. Brunson with 3 to shoot. Has to kick it out. It's deflected by Doncic. Anunoby finds Bridges, turn and fire. It hit the rim. And Ayton with the clear. Trailer, Doncic hesitates, launches, and hits a 3. He had 22 points in the first quarter the other night. It's the 5th time he's had 20 or more in the first quarter. That's the best in the NBA in 30 years as Towns picks up the loose ball.
How much of that is, okay, did we get a stop and what was our pace?
First field goal for Doncic. He's got 4. Fighting off the screen with Anunoby chasing. The lob to Ayton from Doncic. timeout by the Knicks. Why isn't he doing it consistently in the NBA? 2 points, 3 rebounds, and a block so far. Towns with the slam as Bridges finds him inside.
The bucket felt big for New York, and it was terrific execution coming out of the break.
Here's Doncic. He has scored or assisted on 9 of the 11 points for the Lakers. Reeves gets past Bridges. Swing. Hachimura starting for the injured James. Cans a three-pointer. He is 5th in the league in three-point shooting.
Yeah, he has really knocked it down. He's got such good size. So even on the close, because of that size, he's got great vision on the rim.
Anunoby gets deep, and a Laker foul. Doncic committed the foul. Anunoby at the line shooting 2. As we look at our upcoming national TV, San Antonio just 2 back of Oklahoma City for the best record in the NBA with about 16 games to go for each team. Anunoby hits both free throws, 34 points, a season high in the win over Denver on Friday. Knicks back within 6, mid-range Reeves off the front rim. Towns with another rebound, his 4th. Brunson still has not scored. 5.5 minutes in, coming off a 9-point game. Just the 3rd time for him under 10 this season. Shot clock down to 7. Towns driving at the chest of Ayton, has to power that one up. And it was knocked out of bounds. Luke Kennard on the floor. He checked in a couple of possessions before we last went to break. Here's Doncic with Hart on his hip. Stops just inside the elbow. He comes up short. He's 1 for 5. Hart in transition. Diawara checking into the game. The rookie from France, 20 years of age. Landry Shamet, who's had a great year for the Knicks, also checking in. Brunson 0 for 2 from the floor. Shot clock at 8. Gets past Doncic, floats it up and hits off the window.
And I like how they started the possession. You know, get him off sprinting to his left hand and then get to the matchup you want, which is Luka, and then work that.
Brunson 9th in the league in scoring. Doncic leading the NBA in points per game, now has 6.
His shot making is just so good, and it really doesn't matter which part of the floor he's on.
Hart knifing through the lane, kicks it out to Shamet with the timer down to 8. Another good half-court defensive possession for the Lakers. Can they hold up deep in the clock? A foul as Brunson tries to muscle that up. Time for today's DraftKings. Brunson with 10 assists or more. He had 6 games all season prior of 10 assists or more. 1 out of 2 at the line on that trip for Brunson. He has the last 3 points for the Knicks. They trail by 5. Doncic working through a double team. Stopped his dribble. Here's Reeves, who had 5 early points, nothing since. Shot clock down to 4. Hachimura on the catch. 1 to shoot, gets it away, and connects. A 2-pointer from Hachimura. Brunson off the bounce. No good. Reeves skies for the rebound. Kennard can't leave him open. No basket, offensive foul. Jackson Hayes clearing out space on the low block. Basket will not count. 6, nearing 4 minutes to go.
And they're showing zone here. This is not a defense the Knicks have faced a ton of, and Landry Shamet can be a zone buster, folks. So they immediately go into the zone. The Knicks are the team that's faced the fewest zone, and Shamet's like, okay, a little simple screen, and I'm getting a jumper.
Robinson knocks it away from Hayes. Will stay. Laker ball's 10 points per game, 41% three-point shooting. Doncic able to hit that one as he's leaning forward, trying to draw contact. 8 in the quarter for Doncic. Lakers back up 5. Robinson setting the screen. Now to the corner. Hart gets past LaRavia. Shamet, toe tap triple. No good that time. Doncic with the board. They double Luka as he brings it into the front court, and he fires and is short on the 3. Brunson hits Diawara, who drives all the way to the goal and scores.
Diawara's entered the rotation, folks. He gives them such great effort on the defensive end. Look at the pressure he's applying.
Bumps Doncic, who skips to Hachimura. Hachimura on the back down, on the smaller Hart. Leans in. Great up and under move by Rui Hachimura.
Particularly the corner threes.
Yeah, we just have to be focused. Obviously, they're running a zone, so we got to make sure we just get in the gaps. There's going to be shots.
Went 1 of 5. Third straight game that Brunson's gone 1 of 5 from the field in the. Checking with Malika.
Dave, Jalen told me before the game that he's trying to be aggressive, and that doesn't always mean scoring. He said you can be aggressive by trying to keep defenses guessing and forcing them to make decisions. So he doesn't come into the game like today saying, I'm going to rack up points versus assists. The game dictates the version of his aggression, but he says that there's multiple different kinds.
He said it's my job, not Jalen's, to maybe get him into movement off the ball, pin downs, et cetera, so that he can get to his scoring game.
Offensive foul on Laravia. Towns on the turnaround, and it drops. Second basket for Karl Anthony Towns. Knicks back within 4. Lakers led the entire first quarter. Led by 8 after 1. Here's Reeves, who had 5 early points, has not scored since. Jared Vanderbilt to Kennard. Shot clock down to 8. Laravia on the move. Nice fake and score off the glass. Laravia's first year with the Lakers had been with Memphis and Sacramento prior. Diawara to the corner. Anunoby rising for 3. It's off the front rim. The Knicks are 1 of 9 from 3. Lakers are 4 of 10. Reeves with Jose Alvarado defending, and Reeves hit the back iron. Rebound Towns. Here comes Alvarado playing his 13th game as a Knick, traded by the Pelicans right before the deadline. Anunoby, nice move in the paint with a spin and hit.
I like that he's attacking downhill. Right? You touched on their struggles from 3. Until you start to see the ball go in the basket, attack from there, because they've been so much more efficient in the paint today.
They're outscoring the Lakers 16-8 in the lane. Kennard stripped by Anunoby. Numbers for the Knicks. Down 4, Towns straight away. 3 is off the front iron, rebound by Bridges. Anunoby, and another miss from deep. 1 of 11 now. Reeves off the Kleba screen. Stops, pops in the lane, and gets it to fall.
But what do you notice about him today? Like, no LeBron understood. So much more aggressive, and it's something J.J. Redick has talked to him about. More opportunities because the king is over there, but they need him. With or without LeBron, think it's score.
Nice cut by Towns, and draws a foul, although Reeves.
I said to J.J., like, how does he get back to that all-star level? Because it was unequivocal. He was head himself.
Karl Anthony Towns now 4 of 4 at the line. 6 points in the quarter, 8 on the day for Cat. 4-point game again. Second quarter, 3 minutes gone by here in Los Angeles. Alvarado knocks it away momentarily. Reeves gathers and scores on the floater. 9 points for Austin Reeves. 5th-year pro, undrafted out of Oklahoma in 2021. Anunoby, hand-fighting. Reeves knocks it away. And out of. Give the backbench a lot of credit. That's their job. No-look pass by Alvarado was picked off by Kleba.
Lakers can tend to sit in that zone. Now, they will match up out of it, but the Knicks, a team that doesn't face a ton of it.
Hachimura's 3 is good. Rui Hachimura 4 of 4 and 2 for 2 from behind the arc. Lakers have their largest lead at 9. Bridges driving in Kleba. And Alvarado will bring it out to Towns with Smart, former defensive player of the year on him. Great pass, Towns, but Bridges could not finish. He is 0 for 3, no points. Reeves on the other end, fights off Shamet and scores.
That's the guy they need. And I love his level of aggression. He's just putting his head down and saying, you can't stay in front.
Lakers 5 of 6 in the quarter from the floor. Alvarado on the move, floats it up short, and the one-hand hammer followed by Robinson. Two baskets, 2 slams for Robinson. Reeves on the move, whips it to Smart, extra, corner. Vanderbilt's three is there.
Wow, he's knocking down shots. Look out. But again, downhill.
58% shooting for the Lakers, playing without LeBron James today for the second straight game. Got here about 4 hours before tip-off, was working out, thought he was going to go. Game time decision, ended up not going because of a foot injury. Shot clock at 3. Shamet, and he traveled trying to create some airspace from Kleba.
Lakers have been excellent. He's doing a little bit of everything, had the hockey assist on the last possession.
Reeves doubled, fires to the corner, hitting Hachimura. Can't pay it off, though, missing the three. Vanderbilt pounding Alvarado. Alvarado usually does that to other players. And Vanderbilt gets the deflection. Alvarado tracks it down. Shot clock down to 7 as they get into their offense. Alvarado, deep three over Smart, way off the mark.
But how about this defense?
Smart in the lane. Good defense by Bridges. Vanderbilt keeps it alive, though. Knicks are 1 of 12 from 3. Lakers are 6 of 13. Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Smart is fouled. Got it on the rim. And he'll go.
Pocket of a guy who hadn't, missed where they have struggled defensively. But today they're holding the Knicks to 33. Really impressive.
Knicks have just 1 basket in the last 4 minutes. And you touched on how good they've been this year. They're number 3 in the league in offensive rating. 11-2 Laker run. They have their largest lead at 13 midway through the second quarter. Brunson back on the court. He's tripled, fights out of there, and almost throws it away. Smart crashes into us. You all right, DB?
Yep, all good.
Our monitors aren't. Inbound to Brunson. They changed the shot clock back to 14 since it was last touched by the Lakers. Shot clock at 5. Brunson over Doncic, cans a 3. Just the second 3 for the Knicks, and the first by Brunson is 167th on the year. Doncic, Hachimura now. Line drive 2, won't go. Vanderbilt commits the foul. Brunson's got 9, Towns with 8, 12 for Doncic, Reeves 11 for the Lakers. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Knicks trying to get back to single digits. Brunson in the paint, stolen by Doncic. And Doncic stops at the foul line. Smart in the corner, his 3 no good. Racing into the front court, Brunson. Lakers get back defensively. Anunoby gets right past Smart, all the way to the basket to make it an 8-point game.
He's just so big and strong. I feel like his confidence with his handle on his drives is all of a sudden a little bit better.
Doncic doubled. Here's Smart on the spot up. 3 no good. Loose ball. Hart grabs it. Looks to run. 3-on-3. Hart charges in to Marcus Smart.